Welcome back to Clark's Ring Rants. Let's get straight into today's video. I must have missed this one because I've just seen it's been announced, it's on BoxRec, that Errol Spence will be making a return to the ring nearly 3 years after that beatdown he suffered against Terence Crawford. He'll be travelling to Australia to take on Tim Tszyu in a bit of a crossroads fight for both fighters. This one's flown under the radar. I didn't think it was going to happen, but yeah, Errol Spence is back. He's making a return. Let's talk about it. Just before we get into this video, if you could do me a massive favour, make sure you hit the like button on this video. It really helps the channel grow. And if you're not already subscribed, hit that subscribe button. Thank you. Back into the video. Now, I've got to be honest, I didn't expect to see Errol Spence back in a boxing ring again after the Terence Crawford loss. He took that quite badly. He took a horrific beating in that fight. He was humiliated. He was dropped, he was stopped, he was completely outclassed. His face was cut up after. He was a mess. He was really in a bad way. He went into hiding, he went into exodus. We didn't hear or see from Errol Spence for a very, very long time. And it's 3 years on from that. He's 36 years of age now, and he's decided to make a comeback against Tim Tszyu. He'd flirted with the idea of a comeback on previous occasions, but for whatever reason, it had never came to fruition. He talked about fighting Fundora. That had been scheduled, but I believe he had to pull out of that through injury. There'd been a few other things. Things just weren't, the stars just weren't aligning for Errol Spence to return back to the ring. But he's here now at the age of 36. He's going to be taking on Tim Tszyu in what I'd consider to be a crossroads fight, a last chance saloon for both guys as well. Errol Spence, 36 years of age, not fought in 3 years, like I keep saying. He really needs to win this one. It's a bit like the Keith Thurman fight against Fundora the other week. They've dug him up. They're giving him one last chance to finding an opponent for Tim Tszyu. It's a PBC event. It's going to be on Amazon Prime. Tim Tszyu needs a dance partner, and they've managed to convince Errol Spence to take this fight. Tim Tszyu, on the other hand, he needs this one as well. He's suffered some defeats in recent years. He got battered by Murtazaliev. He's lost twice to Fundora. He's bounced back with a few wins since then, 2 10-round unanimous decisions. But this is a massive step back up for him. It's an acid test, I guess. And if Tim Tszyu can come through this, he can try and rebuild his career. He can try and get into world title contention. But listen, if he can't be a washed-up 36-year-old Errol Spence, who's not fought in 3 years and he's coming off a bad loss, and you can't forget the car crash he suffered, there's not really much left for Tim Tszyu. So it's a must-win for both guys. It's going to be an interesting fight. The build-up's going to be interesting. I don't know if there's going to be a bit of needle there. It's going to be a respectful build-up. I don't really know what to expect from this. It's going to be on the 25th of July, so it's going to be the same day as Anthony Joshua takes on Prenga. Interestingly enough, though, there's no venue announced. Now, I'd imagine this fight's probably going to take place in Sydney somewhere, but there's nothing yet. There's no undercard. There's no venue. There's just a date, 25th of July 2026. Errol Spence, the former unified welterweight world champion, will be making the voyage to Australia to challenge fellow contender Tim Tszyu. How do we see this fight going? Listen, the more I think about it, you've got to make Tim Tszyu a favourite. Yeah, he's been stopped a few times recently, but he's a lot fresher. He's a lot more active than Errol Spence. He's a lot younger. And realistically, if he still wants to salvage his career or carve out any more decent wins or big paydays, he's got to get past Errol Spence here. Errol Spence, I sound like a broken record, but come on, 36 years of age. He's not always lived the life outside of the gym. There's going to be damage there from the Crawford fight. There was already damage going into the Crawford fight from the car crash. A lot of people think he might have had neurological injuries and physical injuries that have affected his punch resistance. And I don't see how, at the age of 36, he's going to come back. He's going to look like the Errol Spence of old. The guy that came to Sheffield. He shocked the world. He beat Kell Brook. That version of Errol Spence is gone. It's just a case of what we've got left. Is it going to be like Keith Thurman versus Fundora? Is it going to be a mismatch? Is he going to look completely washed in there? I'm not sure, but we'll see. So we've got Errol Spence fighting Tim Tszyu in Australia, a crossroads fight for both men. But what do you think will happen? Who do you think will win? Has Errol Spence got anything left, or is Tim Tszyu just going to be too young and too fresh? Let me know your thoughts in the comments below. Don't forget to like this video, share, subscribe if you're new, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace out.